Hi, everybody. Hope that you are enjoying the last parts of your Friday as we enter Erev Shabbat into the very interesting and complicated Torah portion called Pinchas. Pinchas is the name of a person. He actually will become the high priest. The way in which he gets there actually begins in last week's Torah portion. And so it's really a complicated and difficult piece of text. It's one of those, in my opinion, sections of text where I don't love it's in the Torah actually, and it's very hard to figure out. But I'm going to leave you on a cliffhanger on that because the conversation in regards to that part of the Torah portion will happen most likely tomorrow morning at our Torah discussion. I would like to talk to you about another really beautiful and fascinating section about the Torah portion this week, and that is, and we hear about it every year, about a section called the Daughters of Zelophehad. There were five daughters, hence these five daughters behind me. They were the five daughters of a man named Zelophehad, and he dies. And when he dies, the women actually are the only ones who have connection to his property, to his section, within his tribe, and so they all go to Moses and say, "Hey, look, our father died. There are no other men to inherit the space. What do we do?" Now, please take off your 2025 hat, because, as we know, the Torah is not, in its inception, necessarily a feminist piece of text. But um, this is one of those moments in the text where it is all about these five women, which is phenomenal and incredible and really, 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 really great reform movement. So these are conversations we don't normally have, but from the more traditional perspective and in connection to this text, the women of Zelophehad are incredible because of what they accomplish in this moment. So they come to Moses and they say, our father died," and it's really great the way they explain it, and they say, he really just died of his own sins, or he's just really just died in a natural cause, explaining that, by the way, he might have not died in the rebellion from Korach a few weeks ago, so that when they come to Moses, they say, our dad didn't die in that weird section. They were not going against Moses. They were not going against Aaron or Miriam. And so they're sort of give their resume to Moses, and Moses doesn't know what to do, actually goes consults with God. And uh, God, through Moses, says they're right. The land should be in their care. Their father died. He died not in that rebellion, and so it's a really beautiful piece of text for us. And it goes on to even say, by the way, and their names are really cool. And one of the most popular two names are Noah. So if you heard a lot of people name not Noah like Noah, but Noa becomes a very popular Israeli name. So does Tirza. And so those are two of the five women. And that's really a beautiful section of text. The other really beautiful piece of text is the nuance. If you look at the text really carefully, the commentary says that their names appear in different order, different times, showing that each of them, not a block of five women, but each of them was on their own intelligent, thoughtful, kind in the way that they interacted, and didn't have expectations about land. So many commentaries actually say that's a much more beautiful way that men usually do in this kind of situation, that the women do it a lot better and a lot smarter than the men do. So that's one really beautiful piece of text and nuance in this Torah portion. And the other that I think is even more interesting is that at some point, the conversation becomes, what if they get married? Where will they end up? In which tribe will they end up? Because it's going to be the tribe of their husband. Again, don't have your 2025 hat on. And so The commentary and the text actually says ultimately they should stay within the tribal system that they're in, and then other changes, other things happen to the Israelites over time, and land gets divided. But the nicest thing, by the way, is that when these laws ultimately end up the way that they are, in regards to finding a mate and how that works, ultimately the decision is made on the 15th of the month of Av, which is Tu B'Av, which is the Jewish version of, um, let's say Valentine's Day, for instance. It's the Jewish version. It's the love day. Because of that, there's this beautiful concept that the whole Torah portion in this one section, I mean, this section of the Torah portion about women of Tzolofchad is really built out of love and built from a loving way. So it kind of reminds me, and I think that on the Shabbat we should be thinking about this, that they are trendsetters. This was not done before. And because of that, they get known forever and ever and ever of their actions and ultimately make a connection to Tu B'Av, to that sort of Valentine's Day, that which is coming up, by the way. And so it's this beautiful concept. So on this Shabbat, I would love for us to think about, are we trailblazing anything? Have we made any major decisions, either individually or collectively, with our friends, with our family, with our siblings, that can move us forward? Because the daughters of Tzolofchad really paved the way for us in this beautiful piece of text within the Torah portion of Pinchas. Services are not that far away, around the corner, summer hours, so 7 p.m. tonight, and then tomorrow morning, summer hours, 10 a.m. for our service and our Torah discussion. As always, we try to put as much shalom as we can into our Shabbat.